Lovely starshine lights my way to bed. Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child I live in Wonderland. All my dreams are coming true. Heavy shackles used to hold me down.
So today I'm just going to give you a little nosy around my sewing space. I don't have dedicated space as such. It's my family dining room, which has slowly but surely been turned into my sewing room. I'll start with the main sewing corner, which is where my main sewing machines are. My workhorse of a machine is the Memory Craft 9000. Nearly all my sewing equipment I bought second hand, so this one I've had 2 or 3 years now, and it was about £200. I've then got my Baby Lock Imagine, which again was second hand. They are about £1,200 to buy new, so I did still pay £500 for that, but it was a good saving, and it's a fantastic machine. Storage wise, near to my sewing machines, I'll start at the top. I've got some little pots which I store my tools and fat quarters in, and they are actually magnetic flower pots which just double up as storage pots for anything really. This is one of the favourite things that I've made for my sewing room. It is a notice board which I've made by using an old frame and just added a bit of padding with some fabric, and it also doubles up as a pin cushion while I'm sewing as well. I've then got some storage on the wall. These are Canovo wall strips that you can hang all sorts of hooks on, which are really useful. The little tin in the middle is what I use for putting my threads as I'm sewing, so I don't end up with a load of thread stuck to all my work. I've then got my Stockman mannequin, which I bought from a antique shop, and she did come with a lovely story. I had a bit of background about the ladies that owned it, which I'll tell you in a little bit more detail another day. Here is my book corner, sewing books and some other books like cooking books and stuff like that, but primarily it is where my sewing books live. On the back wall, it's mainly storage, so I've got different storage hooks hanging up on the wall with baskets and hooks, and I do put work in progress on there as well. So for example, there's a dress that I'm working on. In the plastic wallets is my PDF patterns, which you would have seen on a previous video. And then I've got plastic storage drawers and a storage shelving unit, which again got from the storage unit I got from a car boot sale. The plastic drawers, they were from Argos, so they weren't second hand. The sewing table, it's our old dining table, which was absolutely scratched as anything, so I painted it and added a bit of bunting to make it look a bit pretty. And then that's my spare machine, which I'm keeping because I know one day the 9000 will die. A cute little storage rail, which again I got from a antique shop. And a vintage sewing box, which I also got from an antique shop, which I just covered with a bit of deco patch. Whilst I'm here, I'm just going to show you where I take my photos. I use the conservatory because it does have the best light in the house. But to ensure that I've got a clear background, what I've got is some vinyl photography sheets, which gives me that nice background. And I do have one running along the floor as well, because the floor in my conservatory isn't that pretty. You can see I've got a bit of a thing for vintage mannequins, so there's another two. I've got my old sewing machine, so you would have seen the Singer over there, and then this Alpha somebody gave to me very recently, so I think I'm actually going to get that one serviced so I can use it. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed having a nosy around my sewing space. I'd love to hear about where you sew. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Dreams are coming true.